Hello.
And hello, everyone.
All right, welcome.
I don't think I need to repeat that part, but welcome. We're really excited about this opportunity to present to you
Network Basic Series. All right, so this is the introductory video. So in this video, we will cover the learning objectives, give a little bit about the authors, some select topics, and a summary. Okay, so these are the learning objectives for today. We're going to go over the authors, why was the series created, the target audience, what the series covers, what the series does not cover, how the sessions are structured, why is so much stuff repeated, and some suggested resources. Okay, this is myself. I'm Louis Lampkin III. I am one of the authors of this training. I'm a senior network consultant. I have 20 plus years of IT experience. I have a Master's of Science in Information Security and Assurance, a Bachelor of Science of Computer Networks and Cybersecurity, a Bachelor of Science in Information Systems. I also have several certifications to include the CISSP, the CCNP, and the CCDP. As you can see, that's a link to my LinkedIn page. Feel free to connect.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Kelly Lampkin and I'm one of the authors for this Network Basic series. I am the CEO and Principal Consultant at Funmise LLC. I have 10 plus years of IT experience with MBA in Information Technology Management and a Bachelor's of Applied Science in Technology Administration. I have several IT certifications such as CISSP, CCNP, and CCDP. Please feel free to follow me on my LinkedIn. Information is displayed right now. So let's get started.
Okay, so this question is, why was the series created? So the series was created to provide some network basics training to coworkers. Coworkers were continually approaching with basic network issues, and it would be more efficient to train them than to, continually repair the basic issues myself.
who's our target audience for this training. This target audience for this training is someone who is possibly beginning their IT career in support, or they want to get a better understanding on how networking works, or maybe they are considering a shift into networking. So these are the type of target audience that this class is geared towards.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Thank you so much. Okay, now what the series covers. Now this series covers the following topics: binary, hexadecimal, Ethernet addresses, IPv4, ARP, ICMP, subnetting. There will be 4 videos on that specific topic: switching, routing, TCP, DHCP, DNS, latency, and they'll wrap up with 2 videos on troubleshooting. Alright, now what the series does not cover. Okay, so the series does not cover these topics. It does not go over infrastructure cabling, so you won't find out about the difference between a Cat5 and a Cat6, anything about plenum ratings, fire stops, or how to pin out certain connections, or how to make certain cables, or how to test cables. This series will not cover that topic at all. It also will not cover any core networking topics such as intermediate to advanced routing and switching, packet capture analysis, network planning, network monitoring, network documentation, vendor-specific implementation, or vendor-specific verifications. It will not get into those type of particular details. It's only network basic stuff at the absolute entry-level concepts of networking. It also will not get into environmental specifics, such as topics that may be specific to a particular environment, other than, mentioning, Windows 10 OS. That's about as specific as we get as far as environments.
So we would like to discuss how this class and how the sessions will be structured. Okay, so the sessions are structured in this way. You're going to have the learning objectives. Why do you need that particular technology? We're going to do some exercises, learning verification, and at the end of each session, we will summarize what we've learned.
That's it. All right, so this is an interesting slide. It says, why do you repeat stuff so much? So just so you know, the introduction is actually recorded after we've recorded all the other content for the class. So at this point, we realize that, a lot of repetition is used, mainly because some subjects are important, at least to the author. Now, so if you hear something multiple times, hopefully you remember it at least one of the times. I know there may be those who think, well, the course could be half as long if you only said everything once. So
perfect. Then perhaps it's not for you, and you can fast forward to the next class that may be useful for you, right? All right, let's move ahead.
All right, so suggested resources. So these are just a few resources that may be useful to you, if you decide to forego this class or in conjunction with this class. So for example, there's the TCP/IP guide. This is a free resource. It goes over the basics of networking, and it takes you probably from a basic level up to an intermediate level, I would say. And this is a free resource. This book is available free online. It's at tcpipguide.com. Also, request for comments. And this is an absolute wealth of documents on everything in networking from A to Z. Now, you see there in that link, tools.ietf.org/rfc.index. Now, so basically, IETF stands for the Internet Engineering Task Force. And these documents called requests for comments is how you post informational documents and standards documents and even draft documents for how you will introduce technologies that will be used on the internet. So things such as DNS, DHCP, TCP, UDP, Internet Protocol itself, Ethernet addressing, all these types of things are actually covered in RFC documents that explain in depth, in detail, how these things actually work. And also gives lessons at the history of it to know the intent behind why things came to be. So once you get a little more comfortable with the basics, I would recommend to branch out and get into those RFCs. Now please note, reading the RFCs may be easier if you already have a technical background. If you do not, please view this network basics course first, then go over maybe the TCP/IP guide next. And after you have those preparations, the RFCs will be a bit easier to tackle.
And there, as we discussed, there are lots of good, useful information out there. Now, we're not endorsing any of this, so we're just recommending this to you guys, okay?
Yeah, we are not compensated for recommending any of these resources. I can say that. So, but for instance, Professor Messer, this guy has created some free courses, free FREE, free as in beer, for CompTIA A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. So if you're new to networking, it is recommended to review his content in order from A+ through to Security Plus. And you see here this link to his YouTube channel. Please check out Professor Messer on YouTube. And he has free content. I mean, you can't be free. I mean, come on. Also, another resource is the Cisco Network Academy. This company offers a free network simulator tool called Packet Tracer. It wasn't free until recently, maybe like this past summer or so, but all you have to do is register for a course on the Network Academy website, and you have a network simulator at your disposal for practicing as you develop your networking skills. Conveniently, the course that you sign up for shows you how to use the tool. I mean, you can't beat it.
Yes, we definitely highly recommend this.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another resource.
Palo Alto Networks. This is amazing, guys. Now, you can visit that link you see on the screen, and you could go to the digital learning, which is free, and they gave you some learning information on the Palo Alto Network, starting with the ACE exam, where you can take some studies. But anyways, you just have to go ahead and check that out and put in some effort and see what you can get from it.
Yes. Now, this training is available for free, but you're not recommended to go try to tackle their training from the start if you're still new to this. You first want to get some background preparations first. Like I said, I'd recommend, at a minimum, you've gone through Network Basics. Yes. You've gone through TCP/IP Guide. Yes. Maybe even you've gone through A+ and Network Plus, and even possibly Security Plus. So you have a basic foundation before you even think to approach this. And more than likely, I'd even recommend you even head up to a CCNA first. I'll just be honest with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is not something you just want to dive in if you have little or no experience with networking. And so the previous recommended resources, please check them out before you get to this stage. It would help you a lot. Okay.
Suggested resources. Again, now inter-network experts, aka INE. Now these guys, INE is a premier provider of professional training across all types of IT genres. They are most well known for their expert level network training, but in recent years they have branched out to many different areas. And one thing they provide that is particularly awesome is their All Access Pass. You purchase the All Access Pass and you will have access to their entire library of content. It is a terrific deal. I've actually been an All Access Pass subscriber for years. Yes. And let me say once again, this video is not sponsored by anyone other than Funmise. Okay? So INE is not paying me in any way, shape, or form to give them this press. I'm just giving it free of charge. I'm just saying they're great. Yeah, they've been great for me. Yes. They've been great for my career. Yes. Okay? I'm just putting it out there. I'm letting you know what's been good for me. All right, another resource. Now, as noted here, I tried to note this on the slide here. INE, this is a paid resource. This is not free. You pay for it. In some cases, you get what you pay for. In this case, you really get your money's worth, but still, it is not a free resource.
And I also just wanted to add, like during certain time of the year, they do have some promo offers that gives you discount. You know,
every time a holiday pops up.
Yeah, so you know, it's a great resource. I mean, what I would recommend though is make sure you've exhausted all the free resources before, you know.
Yeah, make sure you're intent to be in IT before you start buying All Access Pass subscriptions.
Correct.
If you don't want to be really committed to being in IT, you probably don't want to buy the subscription. But once you've committed, only because they have such good high quality content. But so at the lower levels, A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, you already have Professor Messer giving out free videos.
Yes.
But maybe you're trying to get to that next higher level. Where you've conquered the basic level. Now you're trying to get more intermediate and expert. You may want to look at an All Access Pass. Right. I'm just saying. Now, as I was trying to get into before, Safari Books Online, which is another paid product, they have an online library of all sorts of technical content. Right? It's a plethora, as my partner would say here. Now, you can conveniently search across this breadth of technical content and find resources for just about anything you want to do in IT. Data science, networking, programming, coding,
Python,
DevOps,
yes.
Python, C,
AWS.
C++. If you want to do it, you can find it on Safari.
Yes.
Please note, this is a paid resource. Okay, learning verification. Now, if you've gone through this training, you should know the series authors. If not, just rewind the video, right? Now, you should know why the series was created. You should know who the target audience is. You should know what this series covers. You should know what this series does not cover. You should know how sessions are structured. You should know why there might be a fair bit of repetition in this course. You should have a few suggested resources for further study. All right, get to the summary now. The series authors are
Kelly Lampkin and Louis Lampkin III. Now, the series was created to help out coworkers. The target audience is those new to networking. The series covers a few select networking topics, including binary, subnetting, DHCP, and DNS. This series does not cover infrastructure, cabling, or hardcore networking topics. Furthermore, sessions are structured with learning objectives. Why do you need it? Exercises, learning verification, and summary. Now, there is a fair bit of repetition in this course because the author wants to provide multiple exposure for the information. There are multiple suggested resources. Many are free, few are paid, so that students can engage in further independent study.
All right, thank y'all very much. Now, this is just the introduction to the Network Basics series. Please continue and look out for that next video in your playlist.
Alrighty, super. Thank you guys for coming along with us, and we hope this has been informative for you. See you in the next lesson.